What up, everybody? I'm CloaknDaggerish, and I'm about to start my Entropia Universe YouTube video series. And I figured, what better way to start off a YouTube series with a video about what is exactly Entropia Universe. A lot of people don't know what this game is or that it even exists, despite it being around for 16 years. Actually, just the other day, I was watching another YouTube video. It was about the top 10 most expensive items, virtual items sold. And more than half the list was Entropia Universe items. And scrolling through the comments, most of the people had no idea or have never heard of this game. So, before I start my series, I thought, what better way to start off than just giving a quick description and a brief overview of the game. I'm not going to go into too many details because there is really a lot to this game. To start off with, though, it is a MMORPG, and what's very unique about this MMORPG compared to other ones is that it is a real cash economy, which means everything in the game has a cash value and can be bought or sold using USD or the in-game currency PED, which has a fixed exchange rate for 10 PED for every $1. Another thing that makes this game unique compared to other games is that not only can you deposit your money into this game or buy microtransactions, but you are able to withdraw money out from your account. So if you manage to make money in this game, you can withdraw that money and put it into your bank account. That is the biggest draw to this game and what everybody is here to do besides have a lot of fun and get to know some people. It is a free-to-play game, which is also kind of interesting. There's no upfront purchase for the game to download it, and there's no monthly subscription. This is the other big factor that makes this game so popular. As far as what you can do in the game, there isn't a whole lot for missions. It is, for the most part, an open sandbox game where you can do pretty much anything you want and go anywhere you want, whenever you want. There is no fixed storyline that you have to follow. You can kind of do as you please or as you see fit. In fact, missions have recently just been added to the game in the last couple of years. Up until then, there was no mission system. Most people pursue a profession. The main three professions of this game are hunting, mining, and crafting. There are other professions such as animal teaming and body sculpting and hairstyling, but I'm not going to get into that today. We're going to save that for some different episodes. So what I'm going to do here is just show you what it would be like as a new player when you first make your account, make your avatar, and you'd log in. You're probably going to end up here at Camp Icarus, where I'm at now. And what you would do first is you would find a terminal station. So I'm going to go into this big building here. And we're going to buy just a few of the basic supplies that you would need to get started in the game. Now, when you make your account, you're not going to have any money on your PED card. So you'll either have to A, deposit money, or find a way to make money for free in the game before you can purchase these items. And again, those are some different topics. I'll cover those videos in the future. But for now, we're going to just assume that you've deposited a few dollars or you've made some money in game. So once you have some money on your account, you're going to come to what's called the trade terminal, and you're going to either purchase weapons for hunting or you're going to purchase tools for mining. And I'm going to grab a couple of each just to give you a quick demonstration here. It's not going to take very long. I'm going to buy here the basic rifle. You'd start out with this. We're going to buy that, and we're going to need some ammunition for it. It's laser weapons. We need laser cells. We're going to buy just $1 worth. That's more than enough to play on for a while. And we got our weapons for hunting, and then we're going to get some mining stuff. So you're going to need an excavator to remove the ores and end matters out of the ground. You're going to need a refiner to refine your stuff before you can sell it, because nobody wants to buy unrefined materials for the most part. So we're going to buy that. You're going to need a finder. This is what you use to look for ores and end matters in the ground. And last, we're going to need some survey probes. We're going to just buy 5 peds worth here. As you can see, it does cost a little bit of money to get started, but not too much though. The gun that I purchased was 4 ped or 40 US cents. And I believe I bought 10 cents or 1 ped worth of ammunition for it. So you got your gun, you got your ammo, you're ready to go out hunting. Most people start out here at Camp Icarus just hunting these itty bitty little puny mobs over the hill here. We're going to find a couple and go blast them to smithereens. Alright, here's a couple here. So you target them. Whoa. Got my wrong menu up here. You don't want to wave at them, that's not going to hurt them. There we go. There we go. Now we're hunting. And we actually got some decent loot. And so this is how you hunt. You go to one mob to the other, shoot them, loot them, continue. Pretty simple. You don't really need a whole lot to get started. Just a gun, some ammo. You don't need armor, especially for these little guys. As far as healing equipment, you probably don't really need healing stuff either. That's just going to drive up your cost factor, and you're going to burn through your money a lot faster. From the mobs, you're going to get a couple different items from them. You'll get, more than likely, mostly shrapnel, which you can convert to ammunition. You might get some quest items. You might get some animal muscle oil, and that you can either sell to other players or sell to the TT machine. And then from there, purchase more ammo and or weapons to continue your hunting. And you will do this and skill up, and you want to max out your level for the different TT guns. And then from there, you'd purchase bigger guns and hunt bigger mobs. But that's going to take you a while. This is a very, very grindy game. It's not very quick progress. You don't progress very quickly. It's not like other MMOs where every 10 minutes you get new gear and new outfits to wear. This is a very slow-paced game. And it's very fun to play. It can be played very well casually. A lot of people do play it casually, maybe just a couple hours a week. And they have fun doing it. On a really cheap budget, too. So, you got the basics for hunting. Let's go over mining real quick. With mining, you're going to equip your detector. And we're on the planet Calypso, which is the biggest, and it's the main planet that most people play on. So here we can mine for ores and end matters, which is going to be like oil and force nexus and stuff. If you happen to be on the planet of Arcadia, or the Arcadia Underground, you can mine for a third thing called treasures. But I'm not there, so we're not going to be able to look for it. So, to mine, you drop a probe on the ground, like I accidentally did there, and it's going to scan the area for different ores and end matter. And here we found a mining node. So you'd come over here to your mining node, and you would equip your excavator, and you're going to click on the node and extract your resources that way. And then you'd continue on. And that's pretty much all there is to mining. Just one thing to keep in mind is when you go to sell it, if you're going to sell it to people, you're going to want to use your refiner to refine your ores and end matter. You'll get better prices for it that way. It's a lot easier to sell. And you want to put some distance between your drops. You don't want to drop right on top of each other. because if you overlap, you'll be wasting ped. You won't be finding stuff in the same place over and over and over again. Oh. And you don't really want to mine with the auto tool on, because then you'll double bomb like I just did there. Interesting. That usually doesn't happen. Maybe I should change my mining strategies. Maybe I should bomb over the same places. But anyways, that's kind of the basics of the game. There's also crafting, which I'm not going to get into this video. There's not a whole lot to it, and it's pretty boring to watch. But I'll talk about it here as I'm running back to Camp Icarus. So what you're going to need is a blueprint of an item that you're going to craft, and then it's going to require a certain amount of different materials. And you put those materials into a crafting machine, and one of three things is going to happen. It's going to either fail, and you get nothing back. You will get a near success, which you won't get a finished product, but you'll get some of your resources back and probably some sort of residue. Or you'll get a successful craft, and you will get a finished product and maybe some other things as well. You can also acquire blueprints and skills through crafting. And that kind of just about covers it. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask me either in the comments or in the game. My avatar's name is Dark Shadow Killer Wex. I've been playing for about 5 years now, and I've got a pretty good handle on this game. I'm not an uber by any means. I'm pretty low on skills. I haven't been playing like hardcore 5 years. I've been playing more off and on. But the one thing I have been doing is lots and lots of research on this game. I've watched YouTube videos, I've read forums, I've done all kinds of research. I probably have a pretty good idea about any questions that you might have, or be able to kind of point you in the right direction. So on your way down to the comment section, if you could, like and subscribe to my channel for future content. And until next time, have a good one.